which was the first Sunday of this new year, we started a new message or a new series, and it's called Letting Go of the Past and Moving Forward. Last week was all about letting go of the past. And if you weren't here, you should get that CD or watch that DVD or go watch it on YouTube. This week is going to be all about moving forward. Moving forward. You can't move forward if you're dragging a ball and chain.
Amen.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It makes you kind of a prisoner. And it's hard for you to move forward until you break the chain and leave that thing alone. And I don't want to re-preach what I preached about last Sunday. But I want to tell you, if you've got some stuff in your life that you're hanging on to about your own past, let it go. If you've got some things that you're still hanging on to about other people's past, let it go. Because if you don't let go of the past, it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward. You understand? You can't move forward dragging an anchor. Okay? If I said, hey, let's take a walk around the property. You know, we've got about 15 acres. Let's make a lap around here. Let's go. Whether you're walking or running or Daniel going with his wheel, doesn't matter. You know, if I said, let's go make this lap, it'd be hard to do if you were literally dragging an anchor. You know what? And that represents past. Do you understand that yesterday is gone and tomorrow is here? Okay. What I want to talk to you today is all about moving forward. We're going to be in just a few scriptures. 1 Peter is where I'm going to start, and that may be where I end. 1 Peter chapter 5. Y'all have heard this. Verse 7. Casting all your cares upon him because he cares for you. The word cares there, the word cares there actually literally means in Greek, casting all your anxieties. You know, the hymn is talking about Jesus. Cast all your anxieties upon Jesus. It could also be translated as problems, issues, and worries. Let me paraphrase that for you. Has anybody got any anxieties, problems, some issues, some worries? It says cast all that on him because he cares for you. We're going to be there probably most of the day. You know what you got to do? Here's my challenge to you today. In order for you to cast all your cares upon Jesus, you need to develop this attitude. Ready? Now look at my pretty face. Develop this attitude. I don't care. Can you say that? Say, I don't care.
I don't care.
One of you could. Translate that. I'm not going to be anxious. I'm not going to choose worry. I'm not going to care. I'm going to take all my cares and all my worries and my anxieties and all my problems. I'm going to put them into him. Put them on him.
Amen.
Now you understand? Mm-hmm. See, we've had this bad attitude. We've all said, I don't care. We've said it with the wrong motive. It's a good thing to say. I just want you to change your understanding of that. Before you leave here today, everybody's going to have a new attitude of, you know what? I don't care. In a whole different perspective than you've ever said that. I hope. Hallelujah. No, I can't get started there. Hold that place because we're going to be there several times. Let's look at some examples of what not caring means. Turn to Exodus chapter 14. Do you know whenever you get ready to go somewhere and people are saying goodbye and they give you a hug and they're shaking your hands, and most of them will say this, they'll say, now be careful, right?
Right.
Be careful. You know what I say now? No thanks. Because what they're saying is, be full of care. Be careful. Are you getting this? Oh, y'all give me some funny looks. Be careful. How about this? Be carefree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Now I see light bulbs are starting to flicker. Don't be full of care. Don't be full of worry. Don't be full of anxieties and problems. Instead of being careful, how about be carefree?
Amen.
Okay. Light bulbs are starting to flicker. All right. We're going to look at some of the examples. Exodus chapter 14. Let me set the context real quick. You guys know the story. You've seen it 100 times. When the children of Israel were delivered out of Egypt by Moses, and they were moving out, none of them were sick. Forget, there's like 3 million men, women, and children. And when they left Egypt, they were rich. They were wealthy. They had all the bling, and none of them were sick at all. And they were going the right direction. Let's drop down. Let me just set the context here. They finally got to a place, and none of them had died. By the way, none of them died until they got to Mount Sinai and the law came. None of them died until the law came.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, as Pharaoh drew near, the sons of Israel looked, and they beheld the Egyptians were marching after them. And they became very afraid when the sons of Israel cried out to the Lord. And then they said to Moses, is it because there were no graves in Egypt that you take us out to die in the wilderness? Why have you dealt with us this way, bringing us out of Egypt? Is this not the word that we spoke to you in Egypt, saying, leave us alone, and we could serve the Egyptians? It would have been better for us to go to serve the Egyptians than to come out here and die in the wilderness. Moses said, you know what I'm saying? Here's where they are. They've got to a point. We can't take a right because there's a mountain there. We can't take a left because there's a mountain there. And we can't go behind us because these guys are coming in on us quick. There's an army behind us. And all we got in front of us is an ocean, a huge sea. We kind of feel like we're boxed in.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to do? I really see no way out. Okay. So Moses says, don't fear. Stand by, listen to this, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you will never see them again forever. The Lord is going to fight for you while you keep silent. Pause. What you don't understand, or what you can't see there, unless you've studied a lot of the original Hebrew Old Testament text here, is there's a pause. There's a break there. What happened? Basically, Moses told the people, quit crying out, quit whining, quit complaining, shut up, be quiet. And then he went and cried to God.